Hey, yo, it's Mr. Ram Pop Culture News Freak, aka Mr. Emmanuel Marine. You guys are wrestling Troll Not to Roach's channel. All my social media links in the description box below. Which is Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, Yahoo, DeviantArt, once in a very rare super wild, their minds are Reddit, all other good stuff, good-ish. It would be cool if you like, share, comment, hit the bell notification. If you truly give a lucky rabbit's foot myself, subscribe. As always, my fellow amazing people, just in case YouTube algorithm throttled my channel and unsubscribed you to my channel, please come back to me, my original fanatics, my Watchmen women on the wall, Watchmen guys, fanboys, fangirls, etc., all you other good people out there, my followers, viewers, and people in there for me and day freaking one. I was hustling, grinding. That channel used to have 20 or 30 subscribers. Now 905 now. It's wild though. Time goes so freaking fast, man. It really does. And yeah, just in case I'm brand new to the channel for the first time, I to stumble upon this channel from any of my social media, little link platforms and ish like that, stuff like that, shiznuts like that. I'm going to come along with these journeys, tag along with me on this adventure for my video reaction reviews and commentaries, and mainly indie stuff and video game industry news, and sometimes once in a very rare super wild Elon Musk rant news, and occasionally virtual VTuber drama news and stuff like that. If any of that stuff interests you, great if it's come along the channel. If not, it's the one other thing you're never gonna see me ever again. It's all good under the hood. It's all gravy. It's all flashy. It's all classy. It's all completely understandable. Water under the bridge. Totally okay and peaceful. Anyways, this one I know I waited for 2 weeks exact. Almost 2.5 million views almost. Cell versus Metal Sonic. Dragon Ball Z versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Here's the thing. I know I'm very, very super way the hell late on this. I'm literally one day before DEATHBATTLE, the Unhinged Digital Circus, comes out. By the time you guys see it, it'll probably be today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday by the time I have that reaction up for episode 8 for the Amazing Digital Circus. This is either going to be Saturday or Sunday by the time this video that I'm doing right now comes out, releases. So I'll not waste your guys' time. I got maybe like 4 or 5 news story, article, news session reviews. I did hear 3 out of the 4 I'll tell you about right now. It's a Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, Marvel movie that comes out. It's still going to be Tom Holland, that girl Zendaya. Zendaya still plays Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire's character, Peter Parker, Spider-Man character. And of course, Zendaya is the one who plays Mary Jane still. I know about that, but that's all I know about it. So, definitely need a reaction to that. And there's a new Sonic one that literally came out on the day of me doing this reaction. Literally just came out a couple freaking goddamn hours ago. It was like 30 seconds long, or 37 seconds. You know, bet your ass I'm reacting to that big fucking time. It's gonna be Sunday or Monday when that releases. Who knows, or Tuesday at the latest next week. And then the third one. And there was another thing, there was a new indie cartoon but one rant, so I don't remember the name for it. It looks really damn good though. Holy crap. And there was another thing about NVIDIA. It said they had an extra improvement for Resident Evil 9. I might react to that one, who knows. Anyways, without wasting your guys' time, let's jump into this. I'm probably just gonna skip the Cell part. I know everything there's to know about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super GT, superheroes. I don't know that much about the Daima thing. Superheroes version I never got to see, so it's the only one that I don't know. So,
there's a monster stalking Gingertown. No one who's seen
I already saw this, so I'll see you when I get to the Metal Sonic one. Not that I don't like Dragon Ball Z. I love the hell out of that thing. I've been playing that, playing the video games for it, playing the trading cards games for it. It's up there with Pokemon, Grand Theft Auto, and Digimon. Always loved those anime franchises, except for, of course, Grand Theft Auto's from the United States or the UK, or Canada. But all right, I'll see you in a quick second. I promise. Hold on, please hold on. All right. I'm gonna truly begin this bad boy because I didn't get to know that much about Metal Sonic. I know a little bit about it. I played a shitload of the Sonic the Hedgehog series games. Obviously, Shadow the Hedgehog, all the spin-offs. I played every single one of the old school arcade shits. Very well versed in that. The Archie comics, I don't remember 10 or 15, 20 of them the most. I never watched every single one of them. Never got a chance to read a lot of them because I was like, 2 or 5 years old when it came out way back in the mid-late 90s. Until the late 90s or mid-2000s, I read a couple of them. And of course, there's a crap ton of DeviantArt stuff. Some safe for work, some not safe for work. Obviously, the main 3 I used to clap off way back in the day, besides Amy Rose, was Rouge the Bat. Who didn't use Vaseline for Rouge the Bat? You know, a straight heterosexual guy. You know what I'm talking about, Rouge the Bat. I actually thought Blaze the Cat was a lot more appealing, better. I like Blaze the Cat and Cream the Rabbit's mother way more than I liked Rouge. Hot take. Of course, that's a not safe for work shit. Looks like how Gen Z says I wasted gallons on them. Gallons. I could probably spin the earth 1,000 times. How many times Gen Z calls it gooning off. And go down to like a crap load of Rule 34 for those 3. Except for Cream the Rabbit. She was too innocent for me. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Metal Sonic. Let's get it.
Time and again, the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil and oval Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. And time and again, that same world and those same...
Of course, I already saw a little bit of this, so I'm still gonna watch. I know I saw the previews of this 3 weeks ago.
We're saved by Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter how many robotic badniks the good doctor threw at his blue spiky nemesis, his schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing weak spot away from getting cracked and scrambled. But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the blue blur, he would make his own. Metal Sonic. Well, 0 points on creativity for that name, but goddamn, he does look metal as hell. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so Eggman built Metal with more than enough blast processing to match his prototype. Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby planets in seconds. He's tougher than Eggman's standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes. Metal can use all of Sonic's power-ups, and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack. But he's got moves of his own. He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround himself with an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field by overloading.
I wish I could have got a chance to play that one, Sonic 3D Boxing. And that was only a Japanese exclusive and never came to the United States or the West. Wish you're fucking dead.
With energy, Metal can activate B maximum overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path. At the risk of self-destructing. You think all that'd be enough to turn the
older one too
into roadkill, but it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap heap. On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in every way, and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself superior. Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's gone horribly wrong.
It was a big giant, like, I was gonna say Attack on Titan. Fuck, I don't remember the goddamn words. Like the Gundam series, Gundam Wing, Gundam Seed, Gundam Alpha, and like Neon Genesis Evangelion. It was a mecha suit version of Red? It was a red Metal Sonic? What? What the hell was that? I must have missed out unless I was... It's again for the Japanese, Asian people over there in Japan. They probably got that in the United States. Never
gave him an existential crisis. If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that, what was he? Why should he exist? Never one to admit defeat, Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew. This Neo Metal Sonic was above all far smarter, especially after he copied Eggman's intelligence and took over his empire. And we mean literally copied. If Metal started as Sonic's copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too? Neo Metal Sonic is equipped with scanners and optic receptors that can copy a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in...
You could read all this. I know this one VTuber, very, very funny YouTuber from the South. She always like pauses all of this stuff. I'm not going to read all this stuff. I'm just going to read it in my brain. So there's all this. Unless it, like, what's it called? It interests me. Spatial distortion. I know I can do that. This one I'll read the power-ups. Last Labyrinth Treasure, Labyrinth Treasure, Hyper Going Energy, Dark Rings, Chaos Emeralds, Master Emeralds. That's his abilities in Arsenals. I never know.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' his hammer punch, Tails' his magical swiveling asshole, and Big's ability to suck at fishing. Metal isn't just learning their moves. He can replicate more esoteric powers like Silver Psychokinesis, manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility. It's worth mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term and can refer to molecular structures.
He could freaking do the same abilities, not just like Rouge the Bat. He could do invincibility frame cloaks. He could turn invisible like a ghost, like Espio Chameleon. That I didn't know.
Sequence within a living organism's DNA. Yeah, his copying is so busted, it doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal. If you can do it, so can he. Probably help that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle. Likely by copying one of the mightiest beings on the planet, the god of destruction, Chaos. Not the only chaos he's encountered. By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Yes. The emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and life energy. With them, Metal can perform Shadow's chaos control. He can teleport, warp, and distort space, boost his speed, and stop time. And with either the Chaos Emerald or Master Emerald, he can transform into Super Neo Metal Sonic. Completely invulnerable and completely golden.
He's golden too? I didn't know he turned into gold. Alright, hold up. Alright, we're back. You guys can read all this if you want. This is a lot more faster. So it's Giga Metal Sonic, Metal Neo Sonic, Metal Overlord, Master Overlord, Super Metal Neo Sonic. Vulnerability, energy protection, side shifting. So he could make himself super giant, super tiny like Ant-Man.
Completely golden, Super Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The Emeralds are inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg, which could obliterate star systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak, 3 Super Hedgehogs have even fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
So Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as powerful as any of them, though he's got to be quick because all that power only lasts a short time.
The road to total domination was nearly at an end. After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually combined their biodata with the mighty Egg Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Complete with missiles, giant crystal projectiles, and the strength to match 3 supersonic heroes all by himself, Overlord is all-time final boss material.
Oh, I forgot about this.
His ego might as well have had its own health bar. Metal's drive to surpass...
You can read all this part if you want. It's already starting to get dark. Holy shit. And expected like dark that quickly, but this is a lot of good ass story lore. I wonder if they had this in the Archie comic series or Sonic X ever explained this, or is this video game related, or Archie comics related, or the fan base from DeviantArt related? Do not look at any of Sonic Inflation Corn because it looks like garbage in my opinion. That's part of the whole LGBTQI plus community. Them stuff you probably like it, but not that shit for me. I ain't in that. That's not my cup of tea at all, beer. Cause I'm heterosexual, straight, regular man that God wanted me. Just saying. When you guys like the same sex shit, good for you. That ain't my fucking shit. It's disgusting. No offense, you get offended by it. I'm sorry.
Rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original, and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities, but Metal never possessed the thing that made the Sonic heroes successful. Their friendship and teamwork.
Oh, how cute! Gag. Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things. After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the bad doctor's
when I used
greatest
to play Sonic, Knuckles, and what's it called? Sonic, Knuckles, and the Metal Sonic wasn't that bad, but when he played Shadow Hedgehog, my boy Shadow Hedgehog is like pretty much Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, except that's that correlation there, because Goku kind of has that same attitude that Sonic has. He's always super positive about everything. He's always hungry all the time. He likes to eat chili cheese dogs instead of Japanese Asian food like Goku does. And then like for Shadow, I know he always wants to beat Sonic at his own game. He always wants to be the more powerful, superior, ultimate life form. That's like where Vegeta is. He wants to be the Prince of all Saiyans. He wants to be the best of the best Super Saiyan fighter warrior in the universe. He wants to surpass Kakarot at his power level. He always wants to be way a billion times better now. And that's what Shadow wants to do over Sonic. He wants to be the best hedgehog in the universe, ultimate life-fighting weapon of destruction sort of dude. He wants to be the all-seeing and all-knowing, surpass and observationalize his size. He wants to be the freaking all bark and no bite, all bite and no bark. All right, let's keep going.
Now completely obedient once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And if you don't believe me...
Alright, so, I'm gonna go really fast with this one. Sorry, guys.
About now. That's what I thought. Look, the matchup is about to begin. We can't wait for you to see it. But first, I want to tell you about a brand new thing coming to the Death Battle store, and it's something you guys have been asking for. Matchup pitches. It's a way to meet with me and Ben, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch us a matchup that you've been wanting to see. Any matchup, any way you like. We'd love to hear from you. This was originally a Kickstarter reward, but due to popular demand, we're going to keep it going. 11 episodes of Death Battle that are currently being worked on are because of a pitch. So we'll each pitch the time it needs. So quantity is limited, so you better act quick. Death Battle pitches are available right now on DeathBattle.GG. That's a website that's like a Patreon and exclusive stuff. And if you're a website member, you get discounts on all the merch, including the pitch calls. While you're there, make sure you check out the Death Battle Red Frizzy. It's a shirt we made like over a decade ago. The first Death Battle shirt. I found the file and recreated it, only on a much nicer shirt. So check that out while you're there. Anyway, let's get to it. I know you want to see it, and Boomstick wants to see one of these copycats get copycat. So here we go, and remember, DeathBattle.GG. We want to hear your pitches. Thanks.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time
I thought it was two people who did it. I know you guys didn't think who's gonna win. I have a feeling since they always let the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super fighters lose all the time. It's probably gonna be Cell that loses and Neo Metal Sonic wins, or Neo Metal Sonic loses and Cell wins. That'd be insane. That'd be a super plot twist. I'm like Shyamalan twist if that happens. So I hope Cell wins, but it's okay. Metal Sonic wins, that's cool. I grew up with both of these franchises nostalgia-wise. I'm just wearing nostalgia tinted glasses, but I don't care. It looks fucking badass. Whoever wins, that's cool. Even I kind of want Cell to win more. He has way more. Like I said, both of these music franchises, there's a lot of music in all of these Sonic the Hedgehog series franchises. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, GT. They have so much of a library. There's a massive media library with both of the music OSTs, that both of these video game, anime series, manga series, comic book series from Archie Comics, and then the TCG that they have. There's just so much ear candy to the fucking maximum. So both of them, they're a tie game. Maybe they'll both lose. It'll be a draw. So that's what I think. Whoever wins, it wins. I'm gonna like shorten it down a little bit.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you.
Yes.
Bring me your strongest fighter, or face. And prepare to kneel before your
Oh wow.
Perfect.
Hold on. Let me brighten it a little bit. God damn it. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Now let's keep Uh-oh. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna get the junior. He's gonna get the Cell Juniors to fight him? That'd be wild. Oh, they Starfire. That special beam cannon. He didn't even say special beam cannon.
Tell me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Not
anymore.
I didn't know he could talk. No matter what. What? He could speak even English language. I just think got me to play in Chinese. Lobster. Had to freaking had to interrupt it with a fucking commercial. Hold on. One sec. Alright, we're back. Let's keep going on this battle. Oh, one's gonna send like Cell X or something. Oh! One of the Eggman Empire.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form. I already possess his data. Observe chaos.
Control. Ooh! Stop the manipulation. Time manipulation. Frozen. Ooh! Jesus Christ.
It'll take more than that to kill me.
Wow. Oh, he's got the freaking Piccolo power. He could grow his limbs back.
Now I know everything about you, insect.
Oh, wow. Oh, he did sub the South Juniors, that was right. He's golden platinum, he's metallic with silver color. What? Oh! Jesus. Oh, he's doing this again thing.
Don't you dare.
Oh. Dang. Is he gonna go back to the second thing? Oh, wow. What? Oh, it's gonna be like Gohan? Oh, this one's gonna lose like Gohan. Oh no, is he gonna lose like how we did to Gohan? Oh no. And that's it.
If you want all of them,
Oh!
I'll never lose to a machine like.
What was that red dude? Oh, that's it. He dies. There's no way he's losing it. Oh, had a feeling.
So, now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters? Well, that world's fucked. Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him.
I had a feeling he was going to end up losing. I knew it. I freaking knew it was going to be the Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic. I didn't pre-watch none of this. I know they don't like Dragon Ball Z Fighter, Dragon Ball Z characters in that battle. So they had Goku lose to Superman a long time ago. They still had that same grudge. It's like
down into 4 categories: strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation.
First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
But hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go. Especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse, and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell Games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that, and so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. You know, the thing Metal was designed for.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note, though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a wash.
Which leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
That's unfortunate. Alright, hold up. Hold on. Back again.
Become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can match or overpower.
Even if he took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb Android 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are only called androids in the English translation.
Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place, quite literally biodata.
Cell's Saiyan power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level, just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do. Range, isn't it?
Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages. Metal's copy ability is just that overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
And why's that?
Cell died. Wiz, you get it? CD? Wiz, where you go? Come on back.
Dad joke.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh God, Jesus, who the hell is gonna be? Anime, who is it? Oh, Hero Academia.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
That's probably from Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen or Mob Psycho 101 or some other future anime manga series. Freaking Japanese exclusive thing. Unless they did English dubbed it, I don't even trust anyone. That's the one I was talking about earlier. She did hers probably 11 days ago. I'm late on that bitch. Chelsea, man. I gotta watch her thing when some don't mind. So, real quick overall thoughts, views, opinions, bias, feelings, hot takes, speculations, top of the dome, do a lot faster. Unhinged thoughts, raw thoughts, bullet points, topic at hand, top of the day, top of the dome, neurons going off again. My true speculation, true world takes on this thing. It was nice, it was smooth, sweet, adjustable. Double chef's kiss for that mother effer. It was damn good ass time, man. Beautiful ass. Epic, wonderful, amazing. Animation was way more higher class than before. I can't wait to see the other one, but before I even get to that, the Bakugo Fool from Hero Academia versus, I don't know if they're from either Jujutsu Kaisen or the Nier Automata anime series, something from the 2020s. I haven't watched anime since like 2023, 2024. It's been a long ass time since I did. Not because I grew out of it or any of that shit either, but oh lord, bro. That's looking really good. But getting back to this one, Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic versus Perfect Sun. I had a feeling I called it out way earlier. It was going to be a draw. It did end up being a draw. It ended up being Cell losing Neo Metal Sonic. I had a feeling they were going to have the Sonic characters win over the Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super characters, unfortunately. Oh, mother fricker, man. I really wish it would have been Cell that one, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm cool and content with it. Even though I didn't look like I was content with it. Trust me, I was, because I grew up with these anime franchises for many years. And the first one I actually did get into before Dragon Ball Z was the Sonic the Hedgehog series, because it was like 4 or 5 years old, way back in the early mid-90s. It's one of the first video games, the first 5 video games I played for either Sega Genesis or Sega CD or the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. No, because that was the Sega's rival. Because that whole Sega does and Nintendo don't. Because I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was like a baby in diapers or a toddler in the 90s when that came out. I didn't play it until I was like 5 or 6, so I think, for the Sega Saturn or Sega Genesis game. And that was something that my cousins had. I didn't have that. First 2 consoles I had was the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the PlayStation 1 at that time. And of course I had the GameCube. That was until years later in 2002, 2003 when it came out in 2001. But I didn't come from a very rich family, obviously. Other than that, oh man, Neo Metal Sonic had the way more higher advantages already. He could do time manipulation, time distortion. He could stop time, freeze time. He would make it go real fast into the infinity future, the end of time, the edge of space, where you go back to the very beginning where humanity was created. So he's like his own portal time machine with the chaos control things. Because the 7 Chaos Emeralds are supposed to be like the 7 Dragon Balls Emeralds. So you don't get to make a wish and a dragon doesn't come out from the emeralds. It's just its own separate thing. It's really crazy, man. Or like the gauntlet thing that Thanos has from the 5 or 6 like Infinity Stone things or whatever. It's not like that either. So, and then there's the Master Green Emeralds, the one that Knuckles' ancestors were like. They didn't say nothing about that. That they were protecting and guarding for many years. So there's that. And then the last 2 things I'll say. The music was banging. It was absolute freaking a bang. It's a slap, it's a bop, it's a hit. It's amazing. 5 stars, 12 out of 10. IGN rating, or GameSpot rating for that. Like I said, the animation was good. The voice acting was monumentously good. I don't know what type of professional voice actors they got for this freaking death battle, but a billion times better than the one they did before this. Oh, by a long shot, landslide long shot, monumentously. Amazing as hell. I loved it. It was fucking the bee's knees for me. And the last tiny little thing I'll say is this: I'm glad they were able to like cover every single little inch and trinket of Metal Sonic's past. I didn't know he like fused with that chaos demon thing or whatever. Because I know in Japanese it probably means Oni or demon or whatever. Because Japanese don't give a shit about people, don't give a fuck about none of their religiously stuff. They just say they're demons or entities from somewhere else. It's crazy shit. Hold on one second. Alrighty, so last 2 final things I want to say, but I was sorry about that earlier. Hopefully you hear my roommate calling me out. We had 2 Amazon packages we had to drag to the freaking walls because very heavy. One was a brand new, not trying to get to you guys 2 parasocial or anything. One was a brand new, really nice ass freaking luxury chair from India, which did not have enough money for that. One of my roommates did. And then the other one, so I'm out of breath a little bit. I had another like it's a real old Cracker Barrel thing. It's like a nice one for $25, way expensive, plus the extra $30 from Amazon packaging. Was a bitch, but whatever. And I just saw a bat flew by outside. It's crazy. It's starting to get way darker. I noticed that. Holy crap. Whew. Oh yeah, they said something about the voice acting, animation was good, the storyline was good. I can't believe Cell actually got Dr. Robotnik or whatever confused, or Dr. Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic mixed with Dr. Ivan Robotnik. Only because he destroyed Dr. Gero or whatever. That's probably what it was. It was a reference to that. And then of course the comedy play was really good. All the fight scenes were really good. The flashing all over the place was fucking phenomenal. Beautiful chef's kiss. Knocked it out of the park with this one, and hopefully the next one they did with Jujutsu Kaisen character or Neo Time character. I know one of them was Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia. Damn, we're looking forward to that one. So, I'm definitely doing a reaction on that one. Hopefully it won't take 2.5 weeks this time. So, let's get into the story articles now. Let's truly start with that if you guys want to still hear me talk about it. Alrighty, so this is probably going to be a 40-minute video instead of 35 minutes like I want it to be, or 25. So let's catch up with the hilarious defamation trial for this dude. I haven't heard this dude in 2 years, since like 2024 when he did that whole diss track to Hunter Biden and the Bow Giant. I know I don't get in the political realm topic, bull crap, whatever. I know it's starting to get way dark as hell out there. It's extremely starting to get the sunset. It's coming dusk pretty soon. This comes from Israel Darmola. I hope I'm saying that right. Darmala. March 18, 2026. If any of you guys didn't know, if you didn't grow up in the late 90s, early mid-2000s, like how I did when I was a 90s, 2000s kid, teenager at the time, this fool was all over the damn freaking place, man. Because that old song they did, Cold 45, Cause I Got High. What's it called? The other one? Chantel? Palmdale. I know he played that one back in the day, man. This African-American black dude, he was always funny as hell, man. And I don't really get into politics, but I had to talk about this one big time. You know, I had to like jump into this really effing quick. I'm just gonna read a little bit of it. There's a whole freaking video on it if you want to read it yourself. It's the only 2 paragraphs I can read. So it says, Mr. Afro Man. I don't remember what his real name was. I think he was born in Georgia or Florida or Alabama somewhere, but then he moved to California later on. Once world famous about his songs about being high, though I always preferred crazy rap myself, has emerged as a new kind of internet folk hero in the aftermath of the incident of 2022. Oh, I thought it was in 2024 when he did the rap. Well, 2022. When Adams County Sheriff deputies broke down his door to his home and raided his place under warrants for that word, and the other words I can't say, naughty words for YouTube, unfortunately. Search turned up nothing incriminating Mr. then Afroman, aka Joseph Foreman, that's what his real name was never arrested or charged with anything because he had been unjustly targeted by the police and felt his rights and privacy had been trampled on, as well as now having a broken door, busted driveway gate, and $400,000 allegedly missing. Afroman sought vengeance in the best way he knew how, releasing lots of funny music videos online. He did, man. He definitely did it big time. Said, why disconnecting off my camera? Oh, see, he's already, like, getting on their ass about that, man. So, props to this man, Joseph, a.k.a. Afro Man, Joseph Foreman. I only would have been related to George Foreman. I would have wild as fuck he was. Anyways, I'm actually going to shrink myself a little bit more so that way you could see what I'm doing. I don't really talk about Marvel Rivals that much, but this one kind of caught my attention. I got to give credit to my boy, my man, the living legend. It's Jess Koosh. I'm Gore the Movie God. He's the one that told subscribers about this. It comes from Amy Chen from Esports GG. I might do a reaction, review, commentary segment, so who knows. Marvel Rivals White Fox release date and abilities. I don't know if this is a male or female. Hopefully it's a female. That'd be nice. And Marvel Rivals Season 7 will soon arrive as a new playable hero. Enter Amy Han, who is also known as White Fox. Read on the White Fox's rescue data proves... Oh, it's a girl. Yes! Alright, hope she's not woke or girl boss bullshit. Or feminist garbage. Date plus a preview of her abilities. We will update this guide once the NetEase Games reveals her official kit as well. Is she a Japanese anime character chick? She looks like the one from Tekken 7 and 8. White Fox joins Marvel's Rivals roster March 20th. That's today, but the time you guys see it's going to be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. According to creative director guys Guana Gayuna, probably butchered that in them. She is a strategist hero skilled in martial arts and wields the power of a nine-tailed fox. Oh, just like Naruto. Okay. New hero can also heal her allies, damage foes, transformation, and use her claws and tails to duke it out into the battlefield. It says, quote, this is what Nettie says. When she activates her ultimate fight, White Fox reveals her nine-tailed form using a powerful claw strikes, suppress enemies, and heals her allies, including the fusing Kunihon, these Kunihos, energy into teammates, granting them unstoppable lifesteal effects. Wow. Helping them in crucial moments. Yana go at it. There's all this here. You guys can read this if you want. Okay, so she's a female. Okay. Alright, she has freaking boobas, so she is definitely a girl. Thank God. And put woke bullshit in that, so I hope she's a good character. This one I didn't see coming. This one made me laugh my butthole off. I heard about this last week. I just didn't talk about it, so I get a credit to George Foster. So I only got up to 5. The other 3 I'm going to save for a separate reaction video. The other 3 story articles. Fortnite Showdown is all about Looney Tunes rivalries. It is also adding Looney Tunes. So it says, Fortnite Chapter 7, Season 2's biggest launch rival's here. Confirms big new gameplay mechanics alongside introduction of the Looney Tunes characters. Only thing I know I heard is Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Lola Bunny was going to be in there. You know how much I love that chick, Lola Bunny. Jesus Christ. Besides that Luna chick, those Anthro girls and not safe for work stuff. I like looking at them sometimes in R34. I'm just going to say it right now. Freaking gold, in my opinion. I think I could speak freely for everyone with Fortnite players out there. Is what I could say in Chapter 7, Season 1 felt like one of the longest seasons in Fortnite history, especially after it goes extended a few weeks ago. Long await for something now is finally coming to an end tomorrow. With the starts of Chapter 7, Season 2, it's called Showdown. We've heard all about the Fortnite's new season pass. I really give a shit about Fortnite, just like the characters they glued in there, I guess. For the past few days, including the confirmation that The Rock is coming back as the Foundation. Oh, God. His narcissism nihilism fucking ass. I'm not surprised. Fuckboy stuff. Well, let's move on. We finally have more details about ahead of the launch. Epic just shared the season launch trailer, which has revealed a bunch of gameplay mechanics. Introduction to my beloved Looney Tunes. Daffy Duck missed out in the multiverse, but at least he joins Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2. They showed another one that had Lola Bunny in it, too. I don't know what happened to her. I didn't know they had a freaking little chicken rooster thing. I know they had that little fish thing and then the other guy, but that's it. I hope it's good. It's not crazy. It's not politicized. It's not girl boss crap. So this one was pretty cool. I just talked about Sonic the Hedgehog earlier and the whole Metal Neo Sonic thing. Sega detailed upcoming world characters for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I might do a reaction to this one. I got to get credit is due from Sickler. Today, Sega, which was probably a week ago, announced the upcoming lineup for new downloadable content coming to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds in the coming months. As part of the wider patch 3 update, all players can look forward to the racing as fan-favorite characters from throughout the Sega universe, including Angry Birds, Puyo Puyo, and more. Angry Birds is from another company from Europe somewhere, Rovio. That wasn't from Sega. That's weird. Fans can accept the patch 3 update that will go live Wednesday, March 18th, which 2 days ago, by the time you guys it was 5 days ago. 5 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know who this chick's supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be from the freaking, what's it called? Oh, that Like a Dragon Yakuza 7 thing. The ones that made Shenmue, so excited for that. And then the last 2 I'll say here, the Paramount here. I just don't talk too much about DC Marvel news anymore like I did back in the day. It says Paramount CEO and future DC Studios own David Ellison loves bad news for James Gunn. And credit to this guy here, Josh Wilding. So this is from 2 weeks ago, if it wasn't 1 week. Yesterday, aka 1 or 2 weeks ago, CEO David Ellison visited Warner Brothers, discovering a lot, spoke around 200 top executives. Holy shit, that's scary as hell. Dude James Gunn had to be shaking his boots, probably why he didn't show up, unfortunately. And credit to my boy, Mr. Magnus. He told me about this one. From all the corners of the studios, including DC Studios' Peter Safran. Wow. The $111 billion takeover, Jesus, has left many other Hollywood feeling nervous, especially as there's already been a cost-saving measures. I'm going to read 3 more and that's it. That typically means layoffs, unfortunately. With an estimated $6 billion in serving plans, according to one of the attendees, the meeting felt perfunctorily, with Ellison quote full of platitudes and not much more. He really didn't read the room and sidestep any real talk about layoffs. Another said he leaned into the theoretical, more than leaning on Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos spoke to the executive back in December after he name-checked DC twice. These stupid advertising keep going up and down. You gotta pay like $20 for that shit, and I'm not doing it. I don't know, the only reason I could think of James Gunn, him not like being there, maybe he was too scared as heck to actually be there with the CEO. Maybe he was scared he was gonna get fired or go somewhere else. He's gonna start working for Paramount Plus or Amazon or some other multi-billion trillion dollar smartphone streaming service company or Hollywood director company. Wherever he's gonna get at work, that's up to him. I don't know. I really don't care what they do outside of life. It doesn't matter as long as they're not pushing political ideology or feminism or wokeism or weirdness or freaking girl boss crap or SJW mess or sexism, misogyny bullshit, the R word, real racism, bigotry stuff. Hopefully they're not going to push all that crap in the next future live action Batman movie. It's probably going to still be Rob Pattinson. That's still Batman. Who knows? We'll see. And then the last one, or the other three I'm going to save for another time. This one I really want to do a rash review commentary too. I heard about it 2 days ago. First, Spider-Man's from BGR. Got a credit. Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. It was Tom Holland's return to the MCU. This comes from Chris Smith. Yeah. I'm just going to read the first two paragraphs. You guys can read this at your own personal time. First, Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer leaked mid-December 2025, giving fans a blurry first look at the footage from the film. However, Sony didn't immediately release an official trailer into theaters or on YouTube at the time. Marvel was also conducting a massively teaser trailer campaign for, quote, Avengers Doomsday. They were pushing the Doomsday one a lot, with Iron Man and all that shit being Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr.'s character being that. I don't know. An unexpected movie, both Sony and Marvel refrained from releasing MCU trailers. Not surprised. That's not what I wanted. There you go. An unexpected move that Marvel refrained MCU's during the trailers during the Super Bowl. Wow. Fast forward to March. No way the fucker keeps showing up. God damn it, bro. Released the first Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer with with about 4 months to go until the film's premiere, starring Tom Holland and Deadazz and Jacob Batalon, John Bareilles from Mark Ruffalo, and Sadie Sink. Brand New Day hits theaters July 31st. Okay, so it's 4 months from now. Or 4.5 months. First trailer gave us our first official look. Some of these beloved MCU characters and the new Spider-Man adventure. I just hope it's amazing. I hope it's good. I hope the IMAX theater ones that I'm going to watch, it's off the park. I hope it's a home freaking run to this motherfuckers. If it doesn't, it's going to break the hell out of my heart. And that's it. So that's for now. I'm out here. Wipe my ass clean. Just do a short outro. Stay on the grind. Stay easy. Stay healthy. As always, be easy. Be easy to yourself. Peace. I'm like out. Like sauerkraut. Lazy my skin. Flip side. Stay cautious. Stay awesome. Stay amazing. And as always, take anything Big Pharma or Big Tech gives you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye. See you soon. I'm out. Later.